History with Larry.
All right, Larry, take two.
Take two.
No, it's Larry couldn't hear anything, and so that was funny. All right, what do we have today for history time with Larry?
Today's it's a different history lesson. It's not a life-altering history thing, but it's kind of a funny story.
As if the bear was a life-altering one?
Well, that's true. It wasn't. But, this is about a time when you could get away with more things.
So it was the 1990s?
Actually, before that.
Okay.
Late 1800s.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But before we get started, I do want to say, because I forgot about this, I got an appreciation card from our consultant.
Oh, wow.
About this segment. So
Sweet.
I wanted to say thanks.
Thanks, consultant.
Yeah.
He didn't consult me on that, but
Anyway, back to the story. So, Mike, you're like a supervisor, or you got some standing in your job.
that's right. That's right.
But wouldn't it be nice if you could train somebody and then you didn't have to work? They would do it for you, and
So be like, just collect the money and just have someone else run the business for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what the story's about.
Okay.
So this takes place in the late 1800s.
Okay.
And it's about a train employee.
Train?
Yeah, he worked for a train in Cape Town, South Africa.
Oh, okay.
So this is like in the 1880s.
Okay.
And his name was Jack Wide. And
Jack Wide?
W-I-D-E.
Jack White.
No one of consequence.
He's no one of consequence.
No, he wasn't. No.
Okay.
Except for this railroad company. Because of his assistant. His assistant's name was Jack. So
two Jacks.
no, Jack and James.
Oh, did he know Jack?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So James was a signalman for the railway company in Cape Town, like I said. But James lost both of his legs.
That's going to be very difficult.
It became very difficult to do his job, especially the half-mile commute from his house to the
Oh,
railway
yikes.
I don't think
station.
so, Tim.
Yeah. So when the assistant Jack came along, he trained him and to do a lot of the work. And one of the things Jack did was he would push James in a trolley cart to the station so that
Isn't
they
that
could.
offensive? It just seems like it would be. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Well, hold on. But Jack would also help around with other chores.
He's a jack of all trades.
He is, yeah.
Okay.
Like sweeping the floors, taking out trash, things like that. And part of the job, the function of the signalman was to pull the levers to switch the tracks, things like that. James trained Jack to do that. And so it got to the point where Jack was so good at it that James really didn't need to do anything.
He taught himself out of a job.
He did. And I was going to say he could
Who has no legs
sit in the
again?
office and kick back.
James.
James
put his
has no
feet up.
legs.
Yeah, James has.
So, it's terrible.
Wow, that's
that is
awful.
terrible. He could kick back and put his legs up. And, it's terrible.
But James learned it so well that, like I said, he didn't have to. Jack learned it so well that James didn't have to really do anything. The other function was also that they would sometimes have to hand like keys, things like that, to the conductor as the train was going by.
Right.
Jack also learned to do that as well. So
Like on the fly. Like they're passing.
yeah, well, of
and
course,
like,
it'd slow down, when
Oh,
they would,
okay.
yeah,
Right.
but and pick up mail, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
But one day, a passenger on the train saw Jack, the assistant, out there doing all the work, and James, the employee, not doing anything, and she complained. The railway station, they did an investigation, and they found out that that was true. Jack was actually doing the job.
Well, James has no legs.
Well, yeah, but there was a problem because Jack wasn't technically an employee for the railroad station.
What's his deal?
He was more of an assistant to Jack, to James.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm getting him confused.
Don't tell me this is another animal.
Larry?
Well, so
What are you doing?
Larry.
but the station was so impressed with Jack's work that they made him an employee, and they ended up paying him 20 cents a week.
He's a dog, isn't
and
he?
a half a bottle of beer
For what?
for his pay.
Well, hopefully he's not a dog then.
What animal is this?
And then, but Jack ended up doing the job for 9 years without a mistake.
Okay.
No mistakes. And he ended up dying from tuberculosis. But
So this is a
Jack
dude.
died.
Jack
It
died.
has to be a guy.
well,
What's the catch here?
well, you're gonna see. Here comes the catch. Now, because all this monkey business about
Oh,
the
come
assistant
on.
and stuff. Jack was not a man. You're right. He wasn't a man or a woman.
He was
Jack.
a monkey?
He was a baboon.
He was a baboon. And he died of tuberculosis.
Wow. I
Yeah.
didn't know they
Got
could get
the vodka
tuberculosis.
every day or something.
No, his pay was 20 cents a day and half, or 20 cents. Yeah, 20 cents a day and half a bottle of beer a week.
Half a bottle of beer.
What
You
is-
sure James wasn't taking the other half?
I don't know. Maybe.
What does a baboon care about 20 cents a day?
Well,
He's going to pass it on to his children? I mean, like,
It's an inheritance. Come
As
on.
an employee, they had to pay him. So,
yeah. Okay.
That's
but-
$1 a week, man.
but yeah, they were so impressed that the baboon would actually learn the job so well that, like, in 9 years, he never made a mistake. And
Wow.
he knew how to change which lever to pull and stuff based upon the number of times the conductor would toot the whistle on the train.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
So he learned that, and
Whatever happened to James, man? This bum. He just like.
he did all the work of training Jack.
Okay,
so,
well, that's,
yeah, true.
I'll give him that.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's a lot of work to train an animal.
I know. Could
And
you
then-
imagine? Having a job like that where it's talk about literally this is a job a monkey could do.
Yeah. That is kind of crazy.
Wow.
A baboon.
Yeah.
Even. And did they have to put him in uniform?
I don't know. It didn't say, but that would have been pretty
Wow.
funny.
A monkey in a tuxedo?
Yeah, he bought him at a market there down in South Africa. And,
All right. This
That's
was in
crazy.
South.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Right. It's not in America.
yeah, not in America. And it was in the 1880s. So
You just can't imagine that today, right?
I know. Could you
Well,
imagine?
the thing is, they used to use like animals. In the last one, you talked about some bear that they
Yeah, the
trained
bear.
to go
Yeah.
This is
fight.
part of the
and-
animal revolution or something.
the rise of the Planet of the Apes.
And so today it's like so foreign because I'm like, we would not use a bear in the military. We
I
would
know,
not
yeah.
use a baboon to, work at a train station. But I don't know because now we're using AI.
There's
Is that
plenty
the
of
next
baboons
thing?
working at the train station.
Anyway,
Yeah, so Jack the baboon.
Wow.
Could you imagine being on the train coming by and seeing
so I'm just wondering, like, what kind of history books you read? Like,
I know.
go look up.
off the beaten path?
I guess
Yes.
so. I'm like,
Yes,
okay.
I was thinking we're going to have real history stories, and we get animal history.
I am working on one. It's a little more complicated than I thought.
That's
but
fun. It's all good. I think we like a little fun.
Yeah, it's a little fun.
And learning something at the same time. And I mean, who cares about, telling stories about Hiroshima or something like
Yeah,
that? And then we're just talking about this at the round of dinner table. Is that as exciting, dropping an A-bomb on Hiroshima or a baboon training signals for a train?
Yeah, I think that's more
absolutely.
exciting.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Who you obviously nobody learned that in their history class.
I
No.
surely didn't.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Missed
No,
that one.
hopefully next week I'll have a story. It's about World War One. I think.
Oh.
I think that's a
World War
will be a
One.
good one. It's little trouble trying to condense it down.
Don't get expectations up for people.
Well, that's true. It's a good
Yeah,
point.
you gotta temper that.
Yeah.